Okay, Main Street around 8:30 in the 8:40 in the on Monday morning, August 4th. I just realized one important part I forgot about this year as far as the downside, and what I said was a major screw up by Musikfest this year. And I wasn't the first one, and I just ignored it at first. I wasn't the initial one to point this out. Okay, this year, due to a surgery, the band ZZ Top had to cancel their show at opening night for Musikfest. Things happen. Life doesn't always agree with our best laid plans. Okay. Now, here's what they did. They pulled Craig Thatcher and the Joes to do this show. Okay, great, fantastic. Craig Thatcher draws a huge crowd. He's toured Europe, etc. He's been around for God knows how long. The band is fantastic, full of surprises and everything. Okay, but again, I'm not going to say who the main post I saw was. Okay, but Musikfest seriously fucked this one up. The Musikfest organization. The reason why I say this: opening night, main stage. Granted, we're going to make this. We're going to surprise the hell out of everybody and make this a free show. Okay, so why pull Craig Thatcher band? I have nothing against him. The band's great. On the personal level, a little too instrumental for my taste, but they draw a crowd. They're fantastic. The band is fantastic. I would give them, for the most part, a good review on any given show. But instead of doing that, because Craig Thatcher pulls multiple shows at Arts Quest and Levitt Pavilion every single year, okay? Instead of saying, wow, well, actually, he's getting to the point where he's becoming one of our house bands here at Arts Quest. Why don't we contact all the bands who were not chosen to appear at Musikfest? And you know what? Because we don't give a shit. We really don't care too much about the local underground rap and hip hop scene. Let's pull some DJs in here. Let's pull, a DJ in here. A couple, one or two DJs. Let's pull some rap artists in here. And yeah, I'm sorry, but I was told this and I agree with it. I'm not a fan of rap and hip hop, but the rap and hip hop is barely even represented here at Musikfest. Okay. So here's the deal. They had a perfect chance. They were handed by the gods, goddesses, and fates the perfect chance to say, you know what? And this was not my idea. This was a few other people's, and there was a lot of agreement with this. To say, you know what? Let's do a showcase here. This is the opening night, one of the main nights. Everybody's here from around the world. And you know what? Main stage. Let's do 4 hours. Let's do 3 hours. Let's do 5 hours. 5 hours here, and showcase and highlight the local music scene. Let's blindside everybody, surprise the shit out of everybody, and you know what? Let's see what the response is this year. Just for the hell of it, let's try it. And get on the phone into local bands and DJs. Get the DJs in between. Let the DJs show off their stuff when they're switching out. And say, hey, you know what? We know you. Even if you didn't apply, hey, you know what? Would you like to be on the main stage for opening night? ZZ Top canceled. You know what? And I'm curious about something. How many bands would have said, you know what? Screw it, we'll do it for free. Realize everybody, all the bands here get paid, but you know what? You want to give us that shot? We'll do you a favor. Don't pay us. Or instead of paying us, donate it to a local charity. You know what? If I'd have a band and I get that shot, you know what? Screw it. I'll take the hit on the cash. Honestly. Musikfest had the perfect chance to say, we support the entire local music scene here. And they fucked it up and they blew it. Okay? Did I go to Craig Thatcher? No. I saw he was at Levitt Pavilion with a slammed couple thousand person audience there 2 weeks ago. Why put him on the main stage again? Honestly. I don't care if it's Craig Thatcher, the Aardvarks, or anybody. Why do that? Okay? It made sense for them not to try to get another major band. Because number one, I thought they could have done it. Number two, they would have to pay out the ass for it. Last minute. Okay? But if you're going to go local, why not make it fun and interesting? Why not do something completely different? Not something that a lot of people kind of might have expected. Here's another idea that they could have done. Don't go local. How many national and bands are there that haven't made it yet that they could have pulled in probably 5 phone calls? Now this comes from myself. This was my idea, and I actually talked to my dad about it. Why not pull a band that is above the local level, that's closer to the level of, or somewhat similar in genre to ZZ Top? I know it might have been a bitch to do it last minute, but why not try? Why not do it? Say screw it. ZZ Top's not local. All right, we're gonna drop it a level or two, and for an opening act, let's pull a local band to do it. Let's pull. Why not do that? And again, I'm not slamming Craig Thatcher. I could have given a shit less if it's one of my favorite bands. If it was one of my personal favorite bands in the area, that I would have said. I'd say the same thing about some of my personal favorites: Angel Down, The Beautiful Distortion, Psych. My Maze. Why not? Social Call, Trick Stacy, anybody. I would say the same thing. Okay, it's just Craig Thatcher was the one on stage, the Craig Thatcher band. Why not do one of those two things? Okay, because you got music, you got packed the place. You know what? They would have packed the place no matter what band they had on that stage, because it's the main stage and it was free. I believe it was the first time, and I could be wrong, that they had a free in a very long time. Now I know they used to do it, but in the current incarnation of music and evolution of Musikfest, that they did something like this because they had no other. They kind of had to. Okay, why not do it? Okay, so this is part 2 of the downside, but I really had to point this out as far as 2014 goes. And again, I know people won't listen. Some people won't listen. I know the changes won't be made, but you know what? I'm sorry. I at least have to try. Maybe I'm dead wrong. If I am, tell me. But they have to make some changes here in more than just one area, because while it will still slam the crowd, draw the crowd, the experience, it'll just be about the alcohol, the true experience of it will be gone. So, Michael Phoenix, thank you very much for your support. Okay, now it's time for part two, legitimately for part 2, and to give you a tour of the walking tour of the north side before the crowds get here. Give you an idea what it's like, just in case you're here in the area or you live here and you want to walk around before the crowds get here. So, talk to you later. Thank you very much for your support, and above all, no matter where you live, please, to your family and friends, above everything else, be safe in the night and always. I'll see you around.